Hey guys, welcome back to another daily recap. So, it's definitely been a really bad week. Today I had another huge loss. So, unfortunately, I've been trying to test out my new strategy and everything, but even coming into this market, I knew it was a bad idea to try. I knew it was a bad idea to do it this week just because yesterday was completely dead. There was nothing to trade, and I didn't even bother trading options. Today I didn't trade options either, but yesterday it was completely dead, not even worth looking at anything. So I shut it down early, and I was contemplating whether I should upload a YouTube video or not, but I decided not to in the end of it all. Anyway, so let's go ahead and review these daily recaps. Big loss today, unfortunately. I think I'm going to be done for the week, though. That's kind of it for me. I'll be back to, I guess, tomorrow just to review, see what's going on, and maybe even do a trade review. I'm not entirely sure yet, but for sure I need some time. Really master my emotions. FOMO really kicked in today, and it just wasn't my day. So hopefully tomorrow will be, or I guess next week will be better, and we'll go ahead and see what we can do. Nope. So lost a lot on that one. I was trying to take a dip trade on that. That was a very quick loss. It's about $150 loss. I got in because it was holding 24 pretty well, and it surged to 27 or 24.7, and then it dropped all the way to 30. It wasn't breaking 30, so I was like, okay, well, I'll buy in at 30 for the break of the $0.50 once more on a pop up. And no, that's a lot of volume, I guess. A lot of red volume. So coming into CVM, I had seen this huge run up. The day was completely dead. There was nothing going on, and this was the only stock making some big moves. But my first mistake is not checking the volume. I never trade anything below a million in, I guess, shares in volume. Typically, I don't trade in this range either, in the 20s. I don't normally trade in this range. And it's already 15 minutes in the day, and I'm just it's already late, nothing's really going on, the market's dead, and I see this huge run up, and I decide, okay, this one's moving, let me go ahead and buy on a dip, right? So that's my idea. I buy on a dip, and I don't look at the 5-minute chart, I don't look at the 10-minute chart, I barely take a glance at the daily. And on the daily, you could see here there's a resistance point right here at 24. Huge resistance right there. Don't even look at that. I just basically buy in into a surge. I'm trying to test my new strategy. Buying on a dip in the surge, I felt, with that huge push, maybe this thing can hold. However, with only 500,000 shares of volume being traded, I caught some slippage on my fill, and the trade went against me. It wasn't to my side the entire time. So that was just a kind of stupid trade to enter, if I'm being totally honest. Huge red volume against me. The thing was dead, and it just had a random surge. I thought it was a lot stronger than that, and I bought in at the very top. Didn't even wait for a pullback, just bought into a surge, and it just wasn't a good move in general. I I have no excuses for it. Let me get in here once again. We're going to see a move higher. Just selling it. So that's it for me. I'm done. I was honestly hoping to see that 1-minute candle, shoot higher, break a new high there, but clearly not. So I just lost about $200 today. I was honestly hoping to see that, next 1 minute, which it's gonna make the move, I guess. I was hoping to see the next 1 minute just because it was holding 23 so well. I was, expecting it to just take off there, but clearly not. So around this time is when I started getting FOMO. I started feeling like it's only $150 loss. I can make it back. So I decide, okay, let me take my entry here. I see it's holding 23 pretty well. You know, it's not breaking through yet. But once again, big mistake. I still didn't check the volume, which, I mean, now it's over 1 million, so that doesn't matter. But 5 minute. 5 minute is about to close in about 1.5 minutes here. I decide, okay, I'm gonna get an early entry. My idea was for this to curl all the way back up. For some reason, I thought this was gonna curl all the way back up. Didn't even glance at the 5 minute. I think I might have seen the 10 minute, like for a quick second, but I did not even take a glance at the 5 minute just to see, you know, the next 1 minute's gonna open and this thing can keep going down. Like, it's not making any move or, you know, any curl back up. I would need it to do it in the candle I bought in on to actually surge to the high and you know, continue holding that level. But you know, it just didn't do that. This thing kept hovering above VWAP, and then eventually it just, you know, curled back down below VWAP, and that was kind of the move. That it faded off the rest of the day. This thing was not doing anything, and I bought right into resistance here at 24, and then here I just didn't even check the other charts, didn't even look into it. I just looked at the chart itself here on the 1 minute, and I thought, okay, this thing can go, like it can definitely go. But you know, it just, I don't know, this was not a good trade. I just felt, you know, I want to make my money back here. Got into the trade because of FOMO. You know, I felt it can actually curl. But I was just really looking to make some quick, you know, trade to get my money back, and clearly that didn't go right. I was debating whether to take a short here as well right after my other loss. So, you know, my third trade, I was looking to short it at 23. I guess because at that point I had seen the 5 minute like after, and I was like, shoot, you know. So I was looking to short it, but I knew it wasn't a smart move, and I decided, okay, I'm actually done for the day. Like that's a big enough loss. But you know, I decided to take one more trade after that. So you'll see here soon. Oh, selling. Still trying to exit. Okay, that's all right. So that's kind of stupid of me. I mean, I already told myself I'm done for the day, so that was a $400 loss, and totally unnecessary loss. I got in here for the break of the 5 minute high because it held up pretty well, didn't break VWAP, and through the VWAP I tried to sell multiple times, couldn't sell. So you know, that was just a stupid move. I mean, one trade, lost 200, just not a good move overall. I think I'm just done for the week because this week has been terrible, and I just had a ridiculous loss right there for no reason. There was really no reason. I should have taken that trade. I was going for the 10 minute as well, 5 minute, looking at the 5 minute to break higher. I tried to sell it, you know, 50, wasn't there. Tried to sell anywhere in this range, I couldn't sell, and you know, oh well. That's just the way it goes sometimes, I guess. I mean, not much I can do. So on BTX, this one had just halted, and it was, you know, there was a bunch of stocks at this point, you know, coming on the scans. They were all popping and dropping, like they were all failing. So on this one, I just wanted to see what it was gonna do right outside the halt. So next thing you know, it drops to VWAP, right? And I almost bought that. I actually almost bought it in the 30s here, but I was like, nah, like I don't think it's gonna bounce. The reason I didn't buy it is because the last time I bought into, you know, a push down, it just kept dropping. And with the current market we were in, I hesitated. I said, no, I'm not gonna buy that drop. Like it might just keep going without me. Then I see this huge pop on it. It goes all the way to 30. Then it goes all the way back to 70, then 80. It doesn't get close to 11 yet. I mean, it didn't go in the 90s, I don't think, but definitely hit the 80s. And I was like, oh shoot, you know, this thing's holding pretty well. So you know, I'm hoping it can finish in the 80s somewhere, so I could take a trade over 11 and, you know, see a break of the 1 minute high. At this point, I didn't look at the 5 minute either. I also didn't look at the volume, so I wasn't really looking at anything. It opened, you know, like basically in the middle of the candle, and I bought in because I had seen that little move up, a little pop up, and I figured, okay, this thing's gonna go. I bought in for the break of 11, I was filled at 1090, the very top of this candle. 1090 for the break of 11. Didn't even, hesitate to drop. This thing just instantly took a dump. And, I couldn't get filled. I tried to get filled at VWAP, tried to get filled below VWAP multiple times. It wasn't filled until the very bottom, literally the very bottom of the candle. Like, I bought the top and got filled at the bottom. It's just a terrible trade all around. And another reason I didn't sell at VWAP is because I figured, oh, okay, this, the 5 minutes right here, VWAP, it can potentially bounce off VWAP and then, bump up higher. It can hit VWAP and then bounce. Like, it's not, maybe it's a 2 candle pullback or something. So I hesitated to sell at VWAP, but once I had seen this thing was going to go, I try to get out and then try to get out again and try to get out again and then try to get out the very last time. So I was actually filled. And by that time, I was really at the bottom of the candle. Took the smallest share size. I didn't even take a big share size. And now I have the biggest loser on it in just that one trade. So terrible strats all around today. Just, I think some of these plays were, the first trade at least, had to have been a boredom trade. I just felt like, I waited 15 minutes already, almost 20 minutes, and I haven't traded anything. I haven't traded anything all week. I'm waiting to try my strategy out. I'm waiting to try something new and get in on these things. And I actually am trying my strategy. As you can see, I'm trying to take advantage of it, but this is not the time to do it. This market that we're in right now is just not the time to do it. I have to figure something else out because this is actually just, costing me. It cost me $400 today. That's not fun. It's not fun to lose that money instantly. Like today, I might as well just throw that money away, burned it, because that's kind of just what I did. I, bought in at the very top, sold at the bottom, and the last one, CVM, I bought in and then it kept dropping. It just wasn't a good day. It wasn't a good day at all today, and I knew what I was doing. I knew I was getting into a deeper loss, and I just kept going. I feel like part of it was because of boredom. I hadn't traded all week, and I was just getting frustrated. Like, I want to see something happen, and I was just eager to try my new strategy. I was eager to try something new, and it's just not the right market to do it, and it's not the right time. And what I really should have done this entire week is just chilled out, took the entire week off, just watch the market, see what we're in, and realize, hey, this is not the time to take big size, which is why, one, I reduced my share size, and two, also notice, like, hey, this is not the time to go with any quality setup. You want to look for A quality setups, the really good ones, and stick to a game plan, stick to something. So, today I should have stuck to my regular 2 candle pullback. Hesitation would have saved me today, but clearly I just got a little careless in my trade and let it go without me. So it is what it is. So to wrap up this week, I finished down a total of $385.38 on the day. In total on the week, I finished down $404.09. So originally down $20, like $18.71 I think on Monday, and now I'm down $404 thanks to today, just being careless on my trades and not it's it's just another week. It's just another thing that's going on. Last week, same thing, $539 loss. Not fun either. So we're gonna make some new rules here. Definitely gonna take the smallest share size. Stop loss, max stop loss, I'm gonna put it at 75. We're gonna stop at 75 or 100. 75 or 100 is where I'm just done for the day. That's it. Target is $100. Just once I get the 100, anything above 100, whatever, done for the day. Just take it while I can. Get every little bit that I can and build up the account once more. I gotta start having some goals here, some targets, and not just I'm gonna shoot for 50 cents. I'm gonna shoot for no. I gotta have something laid out and have a plan for every entry, because I noticed I'm not even really planning anything. I'm just break of 1 minute high, and then I sell at basically the same level of the break there, or I sell real short. I sell too quick. I sell whatever. So that's what we're gonna do. have new rules in play. I'm gonna try and go over them in a trade review, see if that's what I'm gonna end up doing tomorrow. As of right now, though, I just need to take a break, chill out, and take it easy, because this is not fun when you're starting to get close to losing the entire account and everything. That's where it looks like, oh shoot, you gotta really pay attention and not just be careless. This is the time in which most people do get careless, like, oh, I'm gonna lose my money anyway. It's like, it's just 1,000, it's just 2,000, 3,000, whatever. It's I'll make that back in 2 months at work or something. Like, I'm not trying to do that again. I did that, I don't know how many times. I think I've blown up my account like 3 times already. The years prior, but still, this is not something I'm planning to do again. That's because I grew this account tremendously from where I started at, so I know I can do it again. It's just I gotta get my head in the right space, get in the right level, and move up from there. So like I said, smaller share sizes. We're gonna start next week. I'm definitely gonna, have a target this time, have everything in play, and review everything. Make sure I'm in the right place, and look at the market. Surround myself with the overall market, understand what's going on, and realize it's not. I'm not the market. I don't make the plays, right? It's gonna go with or without you, and that's just the market. That's just the way the stocks go. So anyway, enough rambling here. I'm going to go ahead and close it up. We'll see you guys next week. I might do a trade recap. I'm not entirely sure, but if there is one, I'll be sure to upload it as soon as possible and address all the new changes that I'm gonna make, I guess, for the account. So with that being said, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Take care.